welcome back to my channel. So I've watched Flavor of Love, all the seasons. I've watched I Love New York. I just got done binge watching the first season last night. It's the first time I've seen it in years, and I love that. I wish they would bring that show back. I think I'm going to start binge watching I Love New York tonight. But I just wanted to take a look at the most memorable contestants, the top 6, and see where they are now, because I'm curious, especially New York. What the heck is she up to nowadays? We know she got reality shows The House. So Flavor of Love first aired in 2006. It had 3 seasons. The first season he picked Hoops. She vacationed the world with him, then just said she was not into him. They broke up. He had 2 more seasons, so he had 3 seasons overall. And both girls he picked the next 2 seasons, he ended up breaking up with them after the season ended. And the last girl from the 3rd season, he told her at the reunion show that he was in love with his baby mama of his 7th child, Karma. So, I guess they're not going to have no more seasons of Flavor of Love. I did miss that show. It was a good show. But let's look at the most memorable cast members. So the first, of course, New York, aka Tiffany Pollard. She was one of the most famous contestants because she stole everyone's hearts with her no-filter attitude. She said whatever the heck she wanted, and she just had hilarious commentary about everything. She wanted to make friends with no one. She was there strictly for Flav, and she just caused so much drama in the house. Nobody liked her. So after New York was on the first 2 seasons of Flavor of Love in 2006, she got her own spinoff, I Love New York, and it was the first of many spin-offs. She also starred in New York Goes to Hollywood, New York Goes to Work, and Brunch with Tiffany. And she also made appearances on Nip Tuck, Baggage, and Sharknado 5. And so she has been on TV a lot. I knew that was going to be the first of many TV appearances she had once I saw her on Flavor of Love. And I really, for real, thought she was going to be the winner of the first season of Flavor of Love. I ain't gonna lie. But the girl who did beat New York in the first season of Flavor of Love, Hoops, aka Nicole Alexander, she and Flav just did not work out. She said she just wasn't feeling him. They vacationed the world. And so 2 years after she was on Flavor of Love, she competed on the reality show I Love Money, and she took home the $250,000 grand prize. She also had a brief relationship with Shaquille O'Neal in 2010, and she also dated T.I. sometime between 2006 and 2010. She also starred in Ghetto Stories and It Takes a Sister, and she also has her own fitness line, Hoops Fit, and manages her own boutique, Heaven on Earth. So after her and T.I. broke up, they had a really messy and chaotic relationship. Hoops ended up dating Shaquille O'Neal for the next 3 years, and they broke up after they had a big argument outside of a gym in Orlando, and the reason is unclear exactly why they broke up and why they had that argument. But she also dated a UFC fighter, Ovent St. Preux. I think I'm saying that right. Preux. But they didn't last. And since 2016, she's been dating a football player for the Dallas Cowboys named Lucky Whitehead. And they are still together to this day. And Boots, aka Larissa Aurora, starred in season 2 of Flavor of Love, and after that she was on the spin-off Charm School, where they had 13 former Flavor of Love contestants go learn etiquette, and she is now a cosmetologist and has 2 children of her own. And next we have Smiley from season 1 of Flavor of Love, aka Laylene Andrade. and she was the one that said she'd been divorced, and her husband just told her one day that he didn't love her anymore, and in a lie detector test they found out she was still in love with her ex-husband. And she was a model, and she's continued with her modeling career. She's a single mother, and she said in 2016 that she's been divorced 3 times. So since being on Flavor of Love, she's gone through 2 more divorces. Next, we have Delicious, aka London Charles. She was the winner of Flavor of Love Season 2, and shortly after the season, Flavor Flav ended up breaking up with her, and she went on the reality show I Love Money and Love in Hip Hop Atlanta, and she's also starred in many music videos and debuted her own music in 2007, and she's also dated a lot of stars. She's dated Wiz Khalifa and Stevie J, and she has 2 daughters of her own. And last but not least, we have Miss Hottie from season 1 of Flavor of Love. She was on reality TV before Flavor of Love, and Flav did not like that. And she was also on, I think, Blind Date, where she went on a blind date and she was cheating on her boyfriend at the time, and Flav watched the show and voted her off and was pissed. So after she was on Flavor of Love, she was on Charm School, the spinoff, and she hosted her own cooking show, Poultry Princess, and she's now a producer, actress, and author. She wrote an erotic novel and co-founded this big website, and she's now married. She doesn't have any children of her own, but she is the stepmother to her husband's son. So I said I was only going to do 6, but I had to add 1 more, so we're going to do 7 total. I had to see what Pumpkin was up to. Remember her? She was notorious for spitting on New York at the clock ceremony, and she appeared in several spin-offs after being on Flavor of Love. She was on Love Money to Charm School, and she even had a spin-off of her own. She now works as an accountant. She says she's single. She doesn't have any children. And she says she would be on reality TV again. But she says the only reason we haven't seen her is because they don't do those type of TV shows like Flavor of Love and Rock of Love like we used to see back in the day. And that is right. You know, besides The Bachelor, I haven't seen no TV shows like that. And they need to bring those shows back. I miss those kind of shows. It was just such a train wreck every show. And Flavor of Love, oh my goodness, that show. I knew none of those relationships were going to work, honestly, because you just don't get enough time to get to know the people for who they really are in the season. They do all these seasons within like 2 weeks, I heard. But I'm not going to lie, I am shocked that him and Hoops from season 1 did not work out. I thought she was genuine, and I thought they're really going to make it in the long haul. But like I said, you just don't get enough time to know these people on these reality TV shows, it seems like. And it's crazy to know that she's dated T.I., Shaquille O'Neal, a UFC fighter, and now she's dating a Dallas Cowboy football player. It's crazy to see how far she's came since being on the show. But let me know your thoughts on all that in the comments below. Make sure you give this video a thumbs up, and thank you so much for watching.